You ever feel like life's throwing punches faster than you can dodge them? Stress, setbacks, people testing your patience, sometimes it feels endless. But what if I told you there's a way to become mentally unshakable? Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, left behind powerful lessons that can help you stay calm, focused, and resilient no matter what life throws at you. And today, we're diving deep into 6 of his most life-changing principles. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a mental toolkit that can turn chaos into clarity, fear into courage, and setbacks into opportunities for growth. Lesson 1. Embrace voluntary discomfort. Seneca said, "Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" Why would anyone choose discomfort? Because it's one of the fastest ways to build mental resilience. When you willingly expose yourself to difficult situations like hunger, cold, or rejection, you train your mind to realize that most of the things you fear aren't as bad as they seem. Fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of discomfort. These fears shrink when you face them head-on. When we avoid discomfort, we become fragile. Our minds start believing we can't handle hardship, and our tolerance for stress decreases. But when we deliberately practice voluntary discomfort, we expand our capacity to endure. Seneca's practice wasn't about suffering for its own sake. It was about building courage and self-reliance. It's about knowing that even if life strips you of your comforts, you'll still stand strong. Once a month, spend a weekend living as minimally as possible. Eat simple food, like rice and beans, avoid luxuries, and wear basic clothes. No entertainment, no indulgence. By doing this, you realize that you can live with far less than you think you need. And when real hardship comes, it won't break you. You'll develop gratitude for what you have and strength in the face of what you fear. Lesson 2. Control your perception. Seneca reminds us that it's not external events that disturb us, it's our interpretation of them. The world isn't happening to you, it's happening around you. What you tell yourself about events shapes your reality. 2 people can experience the same event and walk away with completely different interpretations. One person sees rejection as a personal failure, another sees it as an opportunity to grow. Seneca's wisdom teaches us that our minds are the ultimate battleground. By controlling our perception, we control our experience of life. When you master this, you stop being a victim of circumstance. You start responding instead of reacting, and that's where true power lies. Imagine you get harsh criticism at work. Your first instinct might be to feel hurt or defensive, but pause and ask, what part of this feedback can help me improve? By shifting your perception, you transform criticism into a tool for growth. You take control of your emotional state and become stronger with every challenge. Lesson 3. Practice negative visualization. Seneca taught that by imagining worst-case scenarios, we prepare ourselves emotionally and reduce fear. This isn't about being pessimistic, it's about being ready. Most anxiety comes from uncertainty. We fear the unknown because we haven't prepared for it. Negative visualization removes the sting of the unexpected. When you've already imagined losing a job, failing a project, or facing rejection, you're less shaken when it happens. This practice also enhances gratitude. When you imagine life without the people and comforts you love, you appreciate them more deeply in the present. Before a big presentation, imagine technical failures, tough questions, or distractions. Visualize how you'd handle them calmly and gracefully. When you're prepared for the worst, you walk into reality with greater composure and confidence. Lesson 4. Focus on what you can control. This is a cornerstone of Stoicism. Seneca reminds us that most anxiety comes from worrying about things outside our control. other people's opinions, external events, the past, and the future. When you focus on what's outside your control, you give away your power. You become reactive, stressed, and anxious. But when you zero in on your actions, your mindset, and your effort, that's when you reclaim your peace. The truth is, you can't control outcomes, but you can control your preparation. You can't control others, but you can control your response. This shift in focus creates resilience because you stop wasting energy on things you can't change. Stuck in traffic? Instead of getting frustrated, use the time to listen to an audiobook or practice deep breathing. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your reaction. This small shift transforms frustration into an opportunity for learning or relaxation. Lesson 5. The shortness of life. Seneca's essay on the shortness of life reminds us that life is long if you know how to use it. Wasting time on trivial things makes life seem short. Most of us aren't short on time, we're short on focus. We spend hours scrolling social media, dwelling on the past, or worrying about the future. Meanwhile, our dreams and relationships slip away. Seneca urges us to be mindful of how we spend our most valuable resource, time. When you prioritize what matters, your health, growth, and connections, life feels rich and meaningful. Audit your day. How much time goes to distractions, gossip, or mindless scrolling? Cut the fluff and focus on what truly matters. Schedule quality time with loved ones, invest in your goals, and take care of your body and mind. Lesson 6. Master your emotions. Seneca believed that uncontrolled emotions lead to poor decisions. Anger, fear, and envy can destroy peace of mind. Emotional mastery doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, it means understanding them and choosing your response. When you let emotions drive your actions, you become reactive and impulsive. But when you step back and observe your emotions, you gain control. This practice builds mental resilience because it keeps you grounded. You stop being pushed around by every wave of emotion and start acting from a place of calm and wisdom. When you feel anger rising, take a step back, pause, breathe, ask, is my reaction helping or hurting me? Training this pause builds emotional discipline and keeps you in control, even in high-stress situations. Seneca's wisdom isn't just ancient philosophy, it's a practical guide for thriving in modern life. By embracing discomfort, mastering your perception, and focusing on what you can control, you build a mind that's calm, strong, and resilient. Which of these lessons hit home for you? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more Stoic insights. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, and keep growing.